Hello, my name is Dr. Lisa Nesson. I'm with Iron Gate Equine Clinic in Madison, Wisconsin. And today we're going to show you how to apply a full limb bandage on the front leg of a horse. You might need to do this if your horse has a wound above its knee or carpus, or if they have some swelling of the leg, either from an injury, a puncture wound, or an infection, something like cellulitis, that has caused swelling above the knee. So we'll start, I'm not going to put any wound type bandaging on here, we're just going to put like a standing wrap, but a stacked wrap we call this. So you can use either disposable bandage material if it's more of a wound situation so that you have clean material on every day, or you can use washable quilts and standing wraps. The process is similar for both of them. So we're going to show it with bandage material on, disposable bandage material. So I would start with the lower leg bandage, and it's just, you just apply a lower leg bandage similar to if you were just bandaging to the knee. So you want to wrap this on snug but not overly tight. And this one will anchor your bandage, or anchor the upper portion of your bandage. So I put that layer on and then hold it in place with some brown gauze. And this will also help tie the two bandages together, because this goes on as two bandages. And you want to go below the fetlock so that you can incorporate the fetlock, because that will help keep this bandage from sliding down the leg if you can cup it around the back of the fetlock. Keep your gauze flat and smooth, because wrinkles tend to cause pressure points and might make the bandage uncomfortable. Okay, so that's the lower part. For the upper part, so this is a 14-inch bandage on the front leg, and then I would put a 16-inch bandage on the upper portion of the leg. So you want to go as high as you can, but still have some overlap at the bottom of your bandage with the lower bandage. And trying to keep everything snug and smooth. And then again, brown gauze to set the bandage, keep it in place, snug but not overly tight. You're going to bring that down and go onto the lower bandage to help tie the two of them together. Just roll out the entire roll of gauze. Alright, so then I would take a 4-inch vet wrap or another similar wrap. You all know how hard these are to get started. And I like to start at the bottom, go right to the bottom of the bandage, but not onto the skin. And this wants to be at about half its stretch to hold it in place. And this one you can go right from the bottom up over the top bandage, tying the two bandages together. and overlap them by about half, a third to a half. So one roll will oftentimes get you there, depending on how tall your horse is. Then you can start the second one at the top and work your way downward. Again, overlapping about a third to a half at about half the stretch of your vet wrap. So that puts a nice even pressure on the leg. You can also use this if you're putting a sweat wrap on with a sweating agent underneath it. So now you've got most of the bandage on. If this were an upper limb wound, we definitely want to put some adhesive tape around the top to keep the dirt out. You can also use this to keep the bandage from sliding as well. You want to unroll it from the wrap because it tends to get too tight if you're pulling on this. And then just apply this directly to the hair and skin so that it adheres to the leg as well as the bandage. This stuff is cold, so it's really sticky. All right, and that will keep it from sliding. And then you can also put another wrap on the bottom as well. The last thing I'd like to say is they have an accessory carpal bone on the back of their knee. That's the bump that sticks out back here. That bone has just skin overlying it, and that's a pressure point that we worry about with these bandages. So what you want to do at the end is feel for where that accessory carpal bone would be on the leg you wrapped, which, you know, it's in the same spot as it is on the other leg. And then you can take a scalpel blade or another knife and just make a slit in your bandage to release the pressure of the bandage over that bone so that we don't cause a pressure sore on that bone. Thank you very much.